They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run with Foreman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. This is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And incomplete here on third down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Foreman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's taken inside his own 40. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Redskins now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's called in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. He finds Myers. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Equanimous St. Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Foreman, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Play action, now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down is Allen. And it's incomplete.
so much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. Spins by. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
First down.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Allen now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
From midfield, here's Allen. Able to push his way through. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Allen to throw once more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And again, it's Allen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it. And then
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the
play is under review.
And in this situation,
so that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
so one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully? Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Gets this one to Morris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. It's Hodges. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's from...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
3-19.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. Yep.
you